Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sidwell pulled off quite the ruse on Alexis Davis during the Friday March. He summoned her to Windermere for what sounded to be a walk down memory lane when he showed her Helena Cassadine's old dagger, the veritably bone used to kill Alexis' mama. Still, after Alexis held it in her hand and also left, set about the entire situation was just an occasion for Sidwell to ensure that the council's fingerprints were all the dagger, and as wasn't could be on his way out. He's accumulated numerous adversaries over the once many months, and Portia Robinson did mention how she'd love to see him dead this week, which seems to allude a whodunit plot is on the horizon. With that said, why would Sidwell want Drew dead? They feel to have an alliance together, but in the land of detergents, anything is possible, and as suckers still doesn't know the real motive behind why Jens has set up roots in Port Charles, so his plot could take a turn. Still, how would anyone believe that Alexis boggled Drew? They do have differences, but for the utmost part, they've always gotten along. However, that right there could be a motive, if Drew continues to keep Scout Quartermain down from her sisters and other family. Sidwell claims that he's not in city to go after Sonny Corinthos, but considering the Esplanade design, this is hard to believe. Of course, if Sonny was attacked, he'd probably land in the sanitarium and not die, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't be unconscious, fighting for his life, or unfit to speak for himself, which is how Alexis could get nailed for all this. Overall, Sonny and Alexis have a strong bond, but that doesn't mean the two don't fight. Sidwell could produce a trail of substantiation if Alexis snaps at her partner over issues with Christina Corinthos Davis. Also again, the intended dagger victim could be someone fully different, so suckers need to stay tuned to the cleaner to see what happens coming. Who's Sidwell targeting with that dagger, and why frame Alexis? For the week of March or then coming week, suckers can anticipate Trina Robinson to get a birthday surprise. Lucas Jones has an interesting hassle. Valentine Cassadine says farewell. Plus, Lulu Spencer pushes Brooke Lynn Quartermain to tell Dante Falconeri the verity. Keep reading and let's talk about what's coming up in the ABC Cleaner pieces. During the week of March 10th, it'll be time for Trina's birthday. The youthful lady will get a surprise for her birthday, but it doesn't sound like they're talking about a party. It's not clear if it's a good surprise or a bad one. Perhaps Trina learns about Portia Robinson's secret. It could also be about Kai Taylor, who's really getting taken with Trina. Over with Portia, she'll issue a plea to Curtis Ashford. By midweek, Rick Lansing delivers some bad news to the croaker. Despite Portia trying to do the right thing, she ends up making effects worse by covering up her tracks. General Hospital spoilers for coming week reveal that Lulu is armed with ammo. Lulu has brazened Brooke Lynn about the secret relinquishment. While Lulu doesn't know the child is Giovanni Gio Palmieri, she does know the parents are BLQ and Dante. Lulu will press her rival to tell Dante the verity. It seems she might not have a choice, however, also Lulu will, if Brooke Lynn doesn't tell Dante. Speaking of Dante, he turns to Maxie Jones for help. Anna Devane and Jason Morgan race against the timepiece. Anna will also turn to Jack Brennan for help. Still, as Valentine tells Charlotte Cassadine it's time to say goodbye, Anna tells Jason commodity doesn't feel right. Jordan Ashford and Isaiah Gannon make a pact. Tracy Quartermain is outraged by Drew Kane Quartermain's coming move. Chase does end up making an arrest, but who's it? Plus, Sasha Gilmore Corbin meets with Carly Spencer. Sonny Corinthos makes a concession. Christina Corinthos Davis demands answers. Meanwhile, Ava Jerome turns to Nina Reeves for help. Plus, Lucas has an interesting hassle. Over with Lucky Spencer and Elizabeth Liz Baldwin, their plans are baffled. General Hospital spoilers and updates tease that Drew Quartermain's murder riddle might have just begun. Could Portia Robinson's hint be the spark that ignites the entire disquisition? Let's dive into a meaning moment from the occasion vented on March 5th, which appears to herald Drew's impending downfall. We now have compelling substantiation that Drew might face a dire end. Following Portia's discussion with Ava Jerome about her ongoing blackmail troubles, Ava conceded the nippiness of the situation. This urged Portia to deliver a creepy suggestion unless Drew's dead, she stated, intimating that this could be the original indication pointing to Drew's fate being sealed. But was Portia simply stating she wouldn't be surprised if he met a deadly fate, or was she conniving a result? Our prognostications allude that further commentary like this may start passing each over the oil. Drew's made a lot of adversaries at this point, so the show could be erecting a suspect list and medication for Drew's cadaver to turn up nearly. Observers might indeed see a gloved hand pull the detector on Drew down the road, soliciting enterprise over whose it might be. The pens could leave suckers guessing on who's responsible as they start narrowing down that suspect list we mentioned. Also, we must take into account the dangerous company Drew has been keeping recently, and those he's been making deals with regarding vengeance and implicit systems. One similar existent is Selena Wu, from whom he got the information that he's blackmailing Portia with her cooperation doesn't come without a price. And also there's Jen Sidwell, who he's been working with to make the Esplanade be, although Sidwell's interest most probably is a front for commodity differently. Either of those individualities would take deadly vengeance action, should Drew presume to suppose he could double-cross them. Drew may have turned into a bit of a con man, but so far he hasn't killed anyone we hope like Selena and Sidwell have. Drew finds himself trapped in a dire situation, and it might be time to let him go with a dramatic exit. Every action he takes seems to alienate someone, and the jotting girding him feels like a prelude to his demise. Portia's portentous comment about Drew's fate could veritably well allude at the direction the narrative is taking. It's possible that Drew will meet his end, leaving observers to unravel the riddle of who orchestrated it. Do you believe Drew's death is imminent? Is it wise to exclude his character? With forthcoming spoilers suggesting that Drew will continue to make dark choices until his final moments, it seems that portentous developments are on the horizon. Jordan Ashford is staying for a food delivery, so she answers her door with a face mask on. She also finds Isaiah Gannon rather. He explains that he literally collided with the delivery Joe, so Jordan's lunch isn't really coming. She's embarrassed to be in a face mask, but Isaiah loves the genuineness. He loves that he has seen Jordan in a way that utmost people no way will. He uses the 3 constituents in her kitchen to make pasta. They bandy Jen Sidwell and how Jordan still wants to bring him down, and they also partake of many kisses. General Hospital recaps for Friday's show note that Jack Brennan is about to stop in at Bobby's for lunch, but first, he takes a phone call from Vaughn, who's training Jocelyn Jacks for WSB work. He tells him that he wants hourly updates on her progress and hangs up. Once inside Bobby's, Jack encounters Carly Spencer, wearing his heart on his sleeve the night before supposedly wasn't enough. Carly tells Jack that their cultures just don't go together because she can't deal with the peril, lies, and flings. He tells her that he's interested in a commitment, and she still shoots him down, so Jack gets up and leaves. Meanwhile, Joss is involved in some heavy-duty combat training with Vaughn. They're both throwing punches as he continues to verbally provoke her. She says that she wants to join the WSB to help people, and Vaughn tells her that if joining is a goodwill charge for her, she should leave now. They continue sparring, and he knocks her down many times before Joss kicks him where it hurts most, and Vaughn crumples to the bottom. Lulu arrives at the Quartermain estate to find Brooke Lynn and Dante Falconeri in the foyer, talking about the fight between Sonny Corinthos and Tracy Quartermain. BLQ suggests that Lulu go and talk to Tracy about it, and Lulu tells her she's not doing her any favors. Brooke Lynn goes upstairs, and Dante leaves to check on Sonny. In another room, Lois Cerullo and Ned Quartermain are going in circles of their own over who's better for Gio Palmieri, Tracy or Sonny. Lulu follows Brooke Lynn upstairs and tells her to shut the door. She also blurts out that she knows about the baby that was given up and how Dante no way knew anything at each about it. BLQ starts to say it's none of her business, and again, Lulu insists that she knows that Dante has a son out there that he knows nothing about. Brooke Lynn's eyes fill with gashes upon learning that the baby had been a boy. Lulu insists that she knows Brooke Lynn must have hired Martin Gray to find her baby, and she denies it. Lulu shows her prints of the notes Martin made, and says that also Lois must be involved. Brooke Lynn reminds Lulu that she also got pregnant in High Academy and made a different choice, but that she made the stylish choice in her situation. She tells Lulu that she did the same thing and that if she told Dante also she may not have been allowed to make the choice that was stylish for her. Lulu warns BLQ that if she doesn't tell Dante soon, she's going to. After leaving the queues, Dante goes to check out Sunny's new house and to make sure that he's okay. He thinks that Sunny's support of Gio is fantastic, and he's on his side over who should financially help the council pupil.